Hello, Recon87 and welcome back to Combat Mission Cold War. We are getting probably close to the end of our killing time at Kirtof scenario after what was a fairly decisive episode last time where we destroyed the vast majority of the Soviet battalion. But there's certainly enough left to cause us problems. You know, we don't have that many assets. 5 tanks and well, I think we started with 5 tows. I think we're down to 1 actually, so we've lost a fair attrition on our tow vehicles, but really the tanks have been the stars of the show here. We set them up in some good keyhole positions, and can reverse flank position, rather than reverse, and they have done the vast majority of the destruction. So there's not too much to do immediately. I'm probably going to let things run, let the kind of Russians continue their advance on the plain, which is just a killing ground at this moment in time. And then we'll kind of look to mop up. The only thing of concern is this kind of group of BMPs, remember words, and obviously infantry bailing off to the right. They've probably gone across this bridge and may try to push down this road towards Kirtof from this direction. So we'll see if this guy gets any spots, but potentially we could try and bring him in behind once, probably after the next minute or so, once most of this plain has been cleared. So there's not that much in the background, I think. Okay, but we will continue in a minute. We'll hold our positions. We're going to probably continue to destroy the forward elements. There's 3 tanks that we know about, 1 in the middle here, and then 2 kind of sitting towards the back. Potentially that's the last of their armoured support. So indeed we shall see if we can deal with that. This guy should hopefully get spotted and killed by one of our various tanks, and then we've got an infantry team sneaking up to try and give this T-64 a short range law in the back. We'll see how that goes. Right, without further ado, let's try and get through, because we were didn't get through that many minutes last time. I get overly excited about watching my tanks blow things up, which, let's not gonna lie, it's a big part of the game, but let's see if we can't maybe advance things a bit quicker. I think I saw one of my tanks had a spot on this chap, so he should hopefully blow up fairly soon. Or perhaps not. Oh, there goes this chap. I thought you could see him. Maybe not. There is... that was a grenade gone out from infantry. There's definitely 2 BMPs in advance. There's 1 BMP in advance. Oh, that was satisfying to say that. And hopefully he can get picked off the same. Oh, helicopter come down. I think that's just on an M113, but we'll have a look. Oh, and that looks like the last forward T-64 has been taken out of the picture. This is good so far. There's 2 BMPs, 1 for some reason we know has infantry in it. And then this chap who I still can't believe hasn't been spotted. It might just be smoke messing it up. Okay. That was another satisfying minute. Yeah, this guy. Oh, that's just after he gets taken out. So again, I think it's this chap who has been an absolute MVP. We'll take a look at our hit in a minute. Yeah, good night. How are you doing for ammo, my old friend? Yeah, you've gone through a fair amount, but you've still got plenty left. Let's see what gets taken out over here. I think it... what is it? It's a Jeep. They've come back to have another go at the Jeep. Hey, if that's how they want to use the air assets, not going to complain about it. They've moved up their 2nd tank. Fine. It's not really in much position at the minute. I do want to check your viewpoints. I also want to decide what to do with this guy. You can't go too crazy marauding forward when they do have obviously a couple of tank assets back here. But I think a lot of these mystery spots have now moved forward. You are slowly getting into position with your law. Though, if there's 2 tanks, you might get 1 shot away. Okay, but honestly, I don't really want to readjust. Things are going well. The emphasis is always on the Russians to make the advance. Right, where's this BMP there? I think you should have line of sight to that. Let's have a look. Ah, it's just a smoke. Danger is who gets the spot first. Although, which way are you now facing, my friend? Since you're now driving this direction. Ah, good. You're now facing forward. Excellent. So hopefully my tank will get the spot first and put it around into you. Meanwhile, the only other forward BMP is this guy. Hello. Who may be causing some problems, or may be about to get destroyed. Because our MVP has him in his sights. Alright, in which case I'll not do anything with my reserve just yet. I'll let them keep stacking up kills and let the Russians keep advancing, and I think we'll just go straight on into another minute. We may well see the Russians surrender next episode if we destroy enough of their vehicles. So I think there's definitely 2 tanks left that we know about. Beyond that, I think it's just a handful of BMPs. Hopefully these 2 should go up shortly. It was one of them. Nicely done, MVP. This tank is now advanced, so we'll have to watch where he pops up, because we should end up in a short-range tank duel, which isn't really what we want. There's another BMP. Got air assets coming in. Oh, hello! Yeah, those guys I was worried about. I found them. Thankfully I found them and they didn't find me. That could have been disastrous. I'm glad I'm hiding in the woods. Oh, these guys, their spotting is just terrible. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to go back and have a closer look at that. Now, to be fair, these guys were here to prevent a drive down there. I just hadn't positioned them that well for it. Okay, someone picking required. Right, let's start off with the cluster, and it was a cluster. It just happens to be a cluster in my favour. Down here, where I completely forgot to deal with that threat I talked about last turn. So he's, you know, minding his own business, looking for potential targets coming across the ridge. To be fair, the Russians have no idea that these guys are here. They haven't really moved or been engaged in anything. And then they're like, oh, there's a BMP like 100 meters away. Getting some quacks as well as the M105. He doesn't even stop, he just keeps going. And then he doesn't even spot that one. You spot it finally? Okay, his mate takes out the first one. You getting on the action again? Or is it this tank that gets them? No, he takes out 3 of them. Oh, no, he doesn't. It's his machine gun, but it's your 105 rounds. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So we had identified this as a potential blind spot. We had put 2 tanks here as a bit of a doorstop on it. We got a bit lucky because we weren't facing the right direction, but these guys didn't spot us and stick a missile in us at short range. So yeah, a bit of luck going our way there. Well, they do say you make your own luck. I'm not too worried about the BMPs blowing up in the middle of the plain. That's just going to happen a lot, and I'm not going to worry too much about that. Yes, what gets nailed over here? Is it just an M113? Looks like it. Why are you not engaging? Oh, no, that's all good to go. Oh, you've no ammo. You're out of ammo. Huh. Are you? Because this says you got 445 45 cal. No, but you're out of ammo for your main gun. Okay. Well, there you go. I want to see when we lost these tanks and where they're going to go. I'm really interested to see if he's going to come this way or down. If he goes down, he's just going to get nailed. If he drives towards us, that's going to make life a little bit more difficult. Not sure. Oh. ATG around there. ATGM around there from the tool. Which I thought... Oh no, it's just the one tool we'd lost the back. That's right. Okay. Alright, pretty happy. Let's not dwell on it too much. I think things are very much in our favour. I would like you guys to see if you can't yourselves into that position. And maybe engage him side on. Meanwhile, their Tungustas are moving forward. Or no, are they... No, are they Shilkas? I've now forgotten which one's Cold War and which one's Black Sea. I no doubt someone will correct me. I'll correct myself afterwards. Yeah, so that's annihilated. We've got one that we can see. Can you spot him yet? No. Oh, you're all the way back there. Hang on. You should be able to see this guy. Let's make sure that's a priority of you facing this way. What we got left in the middle here? Well, you've been destroyed. It's infantry, 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 infantry. Infantry is one that we know about, which is their observation post. Merrily, I would not drive towards that. I don't know about you guys. Good luck. So yeah, there may be an opportunity to like swing out with this guy, kind of get some of the remnants in the rear. But let's not overthink this. I'm pretty sure this is just in the bag. And when clusters like this left hand side go in your favour, you know you're onto a good thing. I haven't even used my second line of infantry defence, which I'm pretty pleased about, that you're managing to keep reserve in reserve. We'll just have to see where this guy pops up, if anywhere. Okay, here on that point, which makes sense. Not very effective. Okay, just take care of some infantry for survivors. I really want to see this guy blow up. Thank you. Which I think was him, actually. It was indeed. MVP crops up again. We've got artillery about to fall down here. I'm just going to readjust that because it's not doing anything for me there, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, you can see it's starting to fall now. So I'll probably readjust this onto the plane. These guys and them just are observer there, okay. Okay, fairly quiet mission. We got our kill here that we were after. And that's about it. This tank hasn't reared its head yet. So for you, I'd like to readjust your mission if we can. Adjust mission to where? I mean, I'm tempted just to slap something in the middle that you can see. Just say, yeah, just drop a whole load of stuff on that, please, mate. And I think that'll be fine. You guys are just about in position. And hopefully you'll get eyes on this tank. And then let's move our infantry towards edge of these woods. Even if we don't want, I mean, it's potentially we can kind of cut across and try and engage. Again, short range using the laws. Which you're going to want to get obviously a preferential angle on that. Right, you come over here, and then we'll see about darting across. Perhaps, perhaps. And I don't think there's really much left in way of threats, to be honest. I really do feel like a surrender is coming rather shortly, but let's push forward. Which actually, well, it's not really going to destroy a tank unless it gets direct hit, which is pretty unlikely, but you never know. Oh, these guys just get absolutely nailed. Yeah, that's going to hurt. That looks very close, but if he heads up onto the plains, he's just going to get himself killed. We're getting very close to what could be an actual direct hit there, but it's not happened yet. Oh, I think we just took out one of the AA platforms. And that's it. Okay. How are you guys feeling about life? Yeah, not great. Two guys got absolutely mullered. Just move up and see if you can do a bit of buddy aid. Why not? We'll get to that phase of things where I like to try and rescue some people, because I'm nice. Why don't you guys see if you can't get yourselves potentially down to this building. This is where I'm probably just getting greedy, to be honest. No, do you know what? See if you can't get yourselves in here. Should just not bother. We'll get him when he comes out onto the plane, but you know, was it perfect enemy of good? Something like that. Ironic that I can't remember that phrase given what it's about. Okay, but yeah, let's not tweak too much. We've got the good positions. The AI doesn't seem to be reacting in a particularly clever manner in terms of the threat. So we'll see what it does with its remaining forces. Let's see what he rears his ugly head. There goes the one on the last. No, it was the armoured observation post. Artillery observation post, I should say. And with Industrialized, we're probably going to go shortly behind it once the tank reloads. Ooh. Some pretty meaty fire out against the tank, but that's not a fight this thing's going to win. Although it's doing a lot of damage to the kind of old optics and stuff. Yeah, targeting iron optics all mullered, so there's the advantage of not quite small arms fire, but smaller caliber fire on tanks. It's a shame, he's been awesome. And now he's somewhat out of action. Who got that kill there? Let's go back and watch that. So, yeah, let's go back. Let's go all back to start. Let's have a fate of Naranjo here. So your machine gun was already damaged from earlier aerial attacks. Yeah, absolutely nailed it. Look at that. Targeting optics, smoke launcher, radio. At the same time, definitely not out of the fight. And I think you ultimately get the spot. Although your spotting ability is also much reduced. Perhaps not. I thought it was this tank that took him out. Oh no, it is. There you go. There we go. Gone but not forgotten. I'm glad doing this first. So what we got left on the plane? We took out that artillery observation vehicle. We've taken out the second AA platform. So only things left, I think, are these two tanks. So I'm just going to roll straight into another minute before I try and adjust. Give them time to really open themselves up to attack. If they want to push towards their exit point with these tanks, it's just going to end badly. Infantry is getting in this building. And makes a spot in the rear of a T-64, no less. I mean, you gonna do it, lads? I don't know what the range is like, but I feel like that would have been an opportunity. I guess not. Okay. Next time, next time. Can open someone else who's just going to blow them up in the distance. It's probably too far away now. There we go. I can bet my money on who that was. You? But I found out I was wrong. I might actually be you for once. Ah, my money was wrong. It was Mikkelsen. Nicely done. In the rear. Your superior armour won't save you this time. And honestly, I think we're just going to roll. Because I think once this Soviet tank advances and gets itself killed, I think that's all the armoured vehicles done, and they're just going to call it. Depending on where he decides to go. Ooh. Some damage coming out there. If he doesn't move, that would be a bit frustrating. Make me come to him. I was going to say adding insult to injury, but it's really just injury to more injury. Mopping up some of the leftover infantry. Well, it looks like the Russians are using some artillery on us, but fairly ineffectively. He's not moving, okay. Done. Alright. Something is going to have to give, I suppose. First thing I would like to do is I'm going to increase my scouting slightly. So you... do you not have good vision onto these points? You do. So why are these not disappearing if we can see it and know there's nothing there? How peculiar. Do I want to force it? I just want to let the Russians bash their head against it. I'm not entirely sure. I know he has one tank there. I mean, I could just bring one of mine round. Or... yeah, you have no ammo. Okay. Then we could try and continue to sneak forward with these guys. A bold move. Ah, why not? Give the infantry something to do. Right, let's see if you can. Where's the door? Is there another door? Because that looks like a pretty bad door to go in. See if you can't get yourselves there, and then we might evaluate. Although you're probably going to open yourselves up to stuff that's back here, potentially. I'm going to do a thing. If this was a campaign, I wouldn't bother doing that. There's risk for no reward. But since it's a one-off scenario, I'll do it just to try and bring things to a head. I'm also tempted to start manoeuvring with this guy a little bit more. You'd potentially try and come up behind them. Right. Also want to check, what area are you going for, please? Oh, you finished. Oh look, do you want to just Miller everything? Just go on emergency, because I don't really care about that accurate. Just smash stuff that is there, please, and thank you. Alright, let's just push on. This is, I think we're very much in the stage of the victory is ours, how do we just bring it about in a short and efficient manner? And the answer is probably knocking out that tank. Sounds like some Russian mortars doing this. Yeah, I may well expose these guys to some small arms fire from infantry that was in these woods. Other thing we could do is once if this scenario doesn't end shortly, we can also maybe take some of the M113s and do a bit of a scouting.
And a mission out.
You can get eyes in the back line. So unless they are smuggling a whole bunch of troops I don't know about, I don't know why they haven't given up yet. Right. Do you have a driver? You've got a driver and a loader? Got a mission for you. Can you head over in this direction, please? I don't want you to get too close to where we know there's infantry, but come out here and then I might send you around a fairly wide arc just to see what's going on. You boys are moving into that position. You'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's not overthink it. And we could always reposition one of these guys, I think. Yeah, why don't we start doing that? Head over at least vaguely in this direction. And we'll pop you up if we need to. Good. Just try and bring things to a close. What I might do, since we're getting towards the half-hour mark, is I might start putting some cuts in, if things remain uneventful. Go down and see how these boys are getting on. I mean, they're not hitting small arms fire from the backs, which is good. You can see the two laws. Probably going to give them a command just to hunt forward next turn and see if they can engage that thing at short range. It's just troops running forward. I'm impressed that they're still, you know, gainfully pushing for it. Oh, hello. Okay, so there's at least one BMP kicking around back here. Maybe I want to bring Mikkelsen up over the top here. Take care of some of these BMPs, which might be what's prevent them from thinking this is a forlorn hope. Right, that's what we'll do. Can you quickly head up, like to about here? That's good, and you probably don't want to advance. Actually, you're okay most of the way, so that's fine. And you guys, do that. See if we can take out that tank. So there's what? A couple of BMPs kicking around. So if we bring over our M60, we should be able to knock these things out. Oh, are you still alive? Australia team. Oh, okay. If we get the confirmed spot over there. I'm worried they're going to be spotted by these BMPs in the back and bad things are going to happen. Right. Seen a tank. You're looking at its back. Oh, you haven't seen it. Who's seen it? Oh, those guys again. Okay. Oh, you've seen it now. Here we go. You missed. I've got another one. We have one more. Come on, mate. Have a go. Nah? I mean, you're kidding me, lads. I'll go have a look at that in a minute. Lads, come on! Well, that's ridiculous. Right. I'm guessing the BMP's found someone. Let's jump backwards and see what those rapid firing noises were. Yeah. Oh, ow, they did. You just took out that team there. You guys, do you have any... No, you don't have any... ammo. Anti-infantry stuff. Anti-vehicle stuff. Words. Requin. Neither do you. Okay, you... absolutely need to haul ass up here, please. Just get yourself in here. Your final hurrah is upsetting me. And if I give you like a target command, will you... Partial hull down. Nah, surely... Right, second time. It's not 70 meters. I trust the might of the US infantry. And to be honest, since we know everything else there, why don't you very quickly? I know you're pretty badly damaged. Get yourself up here as well. That is fine. Everything else can just chill out. We'll call it good enough. Because if in doubt, we can always just swing our tank around and engage that T-64 in the rear once we've cleared out these BMPs. But they're going to do a number on our infantry that's here, unfortunately. And there's not a huge amount we can do about that. Oh! Ouch. But I guess they deserve a little bit. Right. Let's unpack a couple of things. I know we're 10 seconds in. Did you hit that with your law and did it do anything? Wait, did you just unload a clip of it? Oh, grenade. I mean, you're poking a bear. Let's not beat around the bush. Now, I think you lobbed some grenades at this thing. That's another observation post. Which actually is relatively effective. Got any more of those? Yeah, 4. Good. Over here, less good things are happening to my troops. But we do have some support on the way. I think we just fluffed our second law hit. Right, that bright arc is anything to go by. No, you're just lobbing grenades at this thing. Jesus. I mean, fair play to you lads, but... not the best decision. Okay. You spotted any of this stuff? Nope. Nope, you spotted something. This is ended slightly farcical. I'm not gonna lie. My kind of calm, controlled, collected engagement is now absolute farce. Right, new plan. Let's go command phase. Let's see if we can just get this done and dusted. Right, come on lads. Clear your target.
Check your fire!
I would like you to quickly, you can get yourself forward a little bit so the other guy with the law can actually see what's going on. Just do that. I think that'll be fine. Meanwhile, you need to get yourself over in, probably in this direction. You are absolutely fine where you are, just to generally engage. And that's all we're going to do. They're stubborn, these Russians, I'll give them that. I feel bad for this infantry platoon. You know, they were front line, they did sterling work. You now lost them. Okay, you can rotate all the way around. Yes! Oh no, you've lost him as well. Are you guys absolutely kidding me, tank man? See if these guys get picked up with that BMP and mullered, I'll be very upset. So, let's go back and watch them in their full glory. Beautiful. I'm glad they had two. Alright. Let's run this forward slightly. Okay, I'm killing people, I know that's fine, but that's not really what the priority is right now. Right, you're slowly making your way across. Grand. Okay. Please try and finish this. Right, you care about the troops. Hopefully they don't have any AT weapons. You come around here. So you can take care of these guys. I mean, I know there is one in there somewhere, but I'm tempted to probably deal with this threat first. Yeah. You should just hide if you can, mate. These valiant dudes. Get yourselves... Was the building on this side? Yeah, okay. Get yourselves there, actually, and then hide. Just on the ground, up against the building. You'll be fine. Meanwhile, given how secure we are, maybe I come forward with this dude. Alright. Oh, almost at 40 minutes. That's not how this was supposed to end. There's 2 BMPs left that we know about and that artillery observation thing. And the Russians are doggedly hanging on. This is where I can RPG him aside and cry. Something was fired at it. Ah, RPG in the side and I cry. That's what happens when you get too comfortable in your victory. Oh, I'm really disappointed by that. Really disappointed by that. Okay, this guy's found some targets. He's just having a go at them. Although there's a BMP here who's going to take it out. Alright, it's 30 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cut in here. I'm just going to like mop up these 3 with the tank. I'm not going to take any more risks, not any more marauding around the place because I don't want to take more casualties. And we'll come back at the victory because this is not worth another episode, so bear with me. Okay, and we are back. And that actually took all 10 minutes. And as you see, we have secured a victory, although only a minor victory, which I'm hands down quite surprised about given the destruction. One thing, I'll come back to look for this in a moment. One thing I have to comment when we'll look at the rest positions is that see, as soon as I made that cut in, the next 20 seconds, our fantastic performer here took an RPG from the same infantry. So Yeah, I'm a bit frustrated that I went beyond ring my tanks. I was just overconfidence, which is often a killer in combat mission. But look at this guy's victories. And the team is still alive somewhere, or most of them anyway. 15 BMPs, 2 Shilkas, there we go, I remember what the name is now. 1 observation, another BMP, so was that 16 BMPs, and 3... I was calling T-64s, T-80s. Oh, there you go, I was completely wrong. T-80B1s, that's even more impressive then. Yeah, okay, well, negative points to Rickman's tank exploiting ability. So let's bring this back up. So we destroyed 250 men, or plus the wounded, so 275, 11 tanks, 34 armoured vehicles, so 45 armoured vehicles destroyed for the cost of 4 tanks? That's not right. So we lost 2 of our M60s. And then we lost... Well, we only lost a couple of our toes, but they're out of action. So 2 of them are alive but out of action. And then we lost 2 destroyed outright. 4 tanks lost. I'm going to argue with you there, game, because there's 1, 2, 3 of our starting 5. There's 1, 2 we lost. We did lose a couple of M113s. Lost 1, 2 of them. That guy did die, as expected. Unless it's counting the toes in as the tanks. In that case, that'd be 2 M60s plus 2 of the tow vehicles. And then, yeah, probably 3 M113s and then 2 Jeeps which died. Okay. Slightly surprised you call them tanks, but fine. Now, 2 things I want to point out. Firstly, is boy did Russians have a lot more stuff than I expected. So, although we saw a little bit of this, they had a whole bunch of Jeeps with anti-air crews in them, which I would love to mow down when I get a chance. Also, random machine gun grenade launch teams, a lot more infantry in these woods. They also had an immobilized T-80 back here, and a perfectly healthy T-80 sitting here. Not damaged, just where he decided to stop. I made a couple of ATGM teams set up right at the back, and I'll slide forward. A few observers, a few AAs lying about. So yeah, we had a whole bunch more stuff now than I perhaps give him credit for. And I never did manage to mop up any of these, because as in my tank died in the next instant, and then we just kind of rested on our laurels for 10 minutes. There's a whole bunch of just mainly dead infantry and gun crews in the middle. Although we did get slightly further forward with a couple of random dudes. So I suspect, if we go back and look at the points, they got, we said these objectives, Zoya, phase lane Valeria, phase out. So presumably they were getting points for depending on how far up the map they progressed. So actually if I'd mopped up these I would have got more points, but my mission was just to stop them getting to Kirtof. So to be honest, I know the points say it's only a minor victory. I feel like that's more than that. You know, if in terms of our intent was to stop the, the Russians from being able to put a sizable force in Kirtof, well, we have decimated this motorized battalion. I mean, yeah, they've still got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 BMP. Oh, that's an observation post. 6 BMPs. And that's it. That's the entire of their mechanized forces. No, 1 tank. Don't forget a tank. 1 T-80. They've lost 45 armored vehicles to a cost of half a dozen. I kind of feel that's better than it's better than the game's giving me credit for it, to be honest. But there we have it. Killing time at Kirtof. I was really pleased by how that one's played out, with the exception of when I got overconfident at the end and killed my tanks. We set up some quite clear kind of kill zone. We had good line of sight, and then it's worked a treat. I think the key was having our infantry here really kind of hold, stop the guys coming over the top, and that kind of, let's say, forced them, but encouraged them to head down this main avenue, which we'd covered off from various sides. And we didn't lose, a single armored vehicle during all this killing spree. So if we have a look at how our guys performed here, so that was one of the tanks. And then this other tank, he did pretty poorly actually. So that was a guy who was on the shoulder. He only got that one T80. Infantry, it's a T80 kill there. There's a T80 kill. Oh no, you're a tank crew. You guys got one, and you guys got one. And then my dragon team's dead, so I can't select them. How did my tow vehicles get on? You only got one BMP before you were taken out. You got 2 BMPs in the tank, that's fair enough. And you only got 1 BMP before you were taken out. So really, no one did. Oh, actually, how did you get on? 3 tanks, that's pretty respectable on a BMP, but no one came close to well, it's Nolan now, it wasn't, it was Narano earlier, and his position over here was pretty phenomenal. So there we have it. So, I mean, I suppose realistically, if you say, okay, clock doesn't stop at 60 minutes, then we'll probably take a few casualties extracting ourselves from this position, because these guys have got to book it. These guys are all okay though. And to be honest, they could hold this position against what's coming. You know? No real concerns. But yeah, that is a long enough video. I'm pretty pleased by how this went out. It would have been nice to get a major victory, but c'est la vie. That's how the point system works sometimes. But I'm still very pleased by this scenario. Cool. Well, we'll have to come back next time with something new, different, and interesting. And I haven't planned what that is yet, so it'll be a surprise for everyone. As ever, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'll catch you all next time.